Hello, my name is Carrie Heckman, and this is Carrie Recommends. I've been wanting to start this blog for a long time now, and I just decided to go ahead and give it a try tonight. Pretty much, I really like reading, I really like going to the movies, and so I thought that I could help you guys in your decision as to what to read, maybe what to go see. If you like my opinion, great. I hope you enjoy my vlog. So I wanted to start out today with the movie If I Stay. It comes out tomorrow, Friday, August 22nd, but I was able to see it last Thursday because I just saw a special advanced screening of it. I'll give you a brief synopsis of what the movie is. And Mia is a cellist and Adam is a rocker. He's in a band and his kind of star is on the rise, so to speak. And they fall in love in high school. And she's a year younger than him, but they manage to stick together even after he graduates and she's a senior. And then it all kind of changes when her and her family, and they get into a car accident, and the car accident just changes everything for Mia, and she ends up in a coma, but she's having this out-of-body experience where she's walking around the hospital kind of discovering the news about what happened to her family and what's going on around her. I really enjoyed this movie. It was sentimental, it was sweet, it fulfilled all of my expectations. I have read the book, and so I knew what to expect when going into the theaters, and I pretty much got what I expected. There was some syrupy, cheesy parts, especially in regards to Mia's decision about whether or not she should stay or whether or not she should go and step into the light, so to speak. And there were these like kind of cheesy, actual white light moments that kind of turned me off. I thought it was a little bit too over the top. But overall, I thought it was an amazing movie. I thought the actors did a fantastic job portraying these two teenagers. It was just a nice story. Made me cry, which I always enjoy when I go to a movie, if it brings out any kind of emotion in me. I read a lot of the critic reviews before I decided to start talking, because usually I just love movies. I love going to see movies. Even if it's a bad movie, typically I'm like, well, I could have spent an hour and a half, 2 hours doing worse things. I enjoy just kind of escaping for a couple hours and just watching something else on the screen. So typically I tend to favor like positive reviews for movies, and that's kind of a little bit of my downfall, probably why I'll never be a professional movie reviewer, because I tend to be like, it was sweet, I liked it. But this movie, even a week later, I'm still thinking about this movie, still thinking about these characters. Critics, though, thought that the characters were pretty one-dimensional and they didn't like them. My favorite critic that I read was actually with the New York Daily News, and the critic's name was Elizabeth Weitzman. Could be pronounced wrong. But she said, the director aims directly for his target audience without worrying about pleasing anyone else, which is totally true. It was adapted from a young adult novel, and this is geared towards teenagers. And so if you're not part of that target audience, you probably won't enjoy it as much as I do. I read a lot of young adult literature. I enjoy it a lot. And so therefore, I was the target audience, essentially. And then it says, a cynic might chaff at the thematic simplicity, lack of character development, and cliche-riddled dialogue. A sentimentalist will be more likely to embrace the sincere performances, which I am a sentimentalist. I can admit it. Guilty as charged. A sentimentalist will be more likely to embrace the sincere performances, emotional upheaval, and romantic wish fulfillment. I think everyone should go see this movie. It was really fabulous. For what it is, I really enjoyed it and I highly recommend it. I also recommend that you read Gayle Forman's book, If I Stay. It was pretty fabulous also, and always books are better. That's pretty much what you're going to hear from me from here on out, is that books are always better, but movies are a lot of fun. And typically movies remind me of books when I don't have time to read a full book. I'll just spend an hour and a half watching a movie and remembering how fabulous that book was. So that is pretty much my take on If I Stay, both the movie and the book. I don't have an ending. Most people have this gimmicky ending. I've been watching a lot of YouTubers, and they do different things and all that kind of stuff. I don't have one yet. So I'm just going to say goodbye for now, and I'll see you again soon.